Hey everybody, Topher here. Welcome to our practice round of BoBuBingo. For this, I'm going to be using 4 packs of 2010 Upper Deck, and I have to apologize. I already opened them, and that's because I had started to record this with my nicer camera, and the dang battery died on me, so I'm starting all over again. So it's not going to be the most exciting rip ever. But hey, it's older product. It's 2010 Upper Deck. Who cares? But it's going to be pretty important for those who are playing BoBuBingo to watch this, so you can kind of see different scenarios that might play out, and what will happen when those scenarios do play out. One thing that I do want to note, though, is that the video is probably going to look pretty much the same as what you're seeing right now. However, it's going to be attached to a chat room. And the point of the chat room is that so that not only are you going to be able to see the card numbers, I'm also going to type them in so you can see it in the chat room, just in case you missed it in the video. The chat room is also going to be useful for those who are calling a bingo or a red number bingo or a full card bingo. That way that we can all see who has won instead of just guessing that someone won. The other thing that we're going to need to be aware of, however, is anytime a hit is pulled, gameplay action will be paused to check to see if anyone has won a bingo. The reason for that is so that everyone that wins a bingo doesn't wait till the very end to call their bingos out. It doesn't make any sense if everyone, let's say 5 people have a bingo and they all call their bingos at the very end of the game. That doesn't make any sense. Then only one person essentially wins, right? So after each hit is pulled, I will pause the game just to make sure, and I'll also have a sheet of paper, and I'll be marking down all the numbers that have been called so that I know if someone has won or not. So let's say, for instance, someone wins a bingo but doesn't claim it, and then gameplay resumes. Well, unfortunately, if you haven't called it by the time gameplay resumes, that sequence of numbers for that bingo is no longer valid for that person. Now, I won't call out who won the bingo, but I will mention that a bingo was won and not claimed. So there's another aspect of the game that I just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page on, is that when you win a bingo, whether or not there are any hits pulled at that point or not, you have the option of taking the hit, whatever hit that's out there, or passing. So it's either now or never, basically. Now, the only way to get all of the hits that are pulled, regardless of what happens during the game, is to win full card bingo. Now, multiple people can win full card bingo, but let's say that we're like 23 packs into it, someone wins full card bingo, so they've got every number called. They get all the hits that are pulled, regardless of where they're at. Regardless of if I've even pulled all the hits yet. They get all the hits pulled. But that's not the end of the game. I still have another pack and a half to do. If someone wins a BoBuBingo, and, let's say, there aren't any eligible hits except for the one person that has all the hits from winning the full card BoBuBingo, well, in that case, that person that won BoBuBingo can, snipe from that person. That's the only way that if you're winning a full card BoBuBingo that you won't get all the hits, is if someone snipes from you. That's, that'll happen. That's the whole point of the game. Just because you have a hit doesn't mean you're gonna keep the hit for the whole game. So those are just some scenarios, and let's play this out and see how this might look. Now, this is gonna fly by a little bit faster than the actual game. That's only because I'm not going to be typing in the numbers right now, and I'm not going to be marking them down right now. Alright, so here we go. Juan Francisco, star rookie, is 17-1-7. Nate Shearholtz is 426. Now, obviously, no one's bingo cards have that number. And we have Juan Pierre, 273. Will Nieves is 531. Andrew Bailey is $3.59. Mike Napoli, starting all-star catcher for the American League, $2.65. Brian Fuentes, former Twin, had a cup of coffee with them, $2.70. Aaron Cunningham is $3.60. And there's J.R. Tolis, who was picked up by the Twins this offseason, and I believe he's in the Twins minor league system right now. $2.31. There's a biography card of Matt Laporta. That card number is not eligible, and that will happen during the break, obviously. Then we've got Joe Thatcher, $4.22. Francisco Cordero, $1.55. And we've got Yadier Molina, $4.66. Mr. Kerry Wood, $1.67. Gabe Cross, or is it Gabe? Gabe Cross. Oops. $4.79. And a ballpark card of Citi Field. $5.58 is that one. Team checklist for Baston. $5.74. I should talk. I'm sure people have noticed my very Minnesota accent. Yeah, we all speak like we're from Fargo, which is in North Dakota, by the way, people, not Minnesota. Okay, so one pack has gone by. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to take a break in the action because I haven't pulled a hit yet. It doesn't make sense to pause to call for BoBuBingo if there isn't a hit pulled yet. Unless someone decides they want to call their BoBuBingo. Now, if someone did call their BoBuBingo before a hit is pulled, that's perfectly fine. That just means that they can take the first hit that's pulled, or they can pass and not take a hit at all. It's up to them. Alright, so next pack, we've got a Niger Morgan. $5.27. Beast mode. Another star rookie, Cesar Ramos. $22. The Giambino, Jason Giambi. $1.75. Wasn't Giambi the name of the genie in Pee-wee's Playhouse? John Lackey is $2.55. Luis Castillo, another former Twin, is $3.28. He would be a red number on somebody's BoBuBingo card. All the short printed cards, their card numbers are going to be the red numbers on your BoBuBingo cards. Then we have Jake Peavy, $1.41. Jason Jamario, $3.95. And if I haven't mentioned this before, all the cards that I'm pulling here are going to be put up on the Take My Cards section up top there. So if you want any of these cards that you're seeing here, after I've entered them in, go ahead, go up there, click on the Take My Cards tab, pick up what you want. Paul Gornerko, $1.30. Brandon Metters, $4.38. How's this looking to you folks with the 3D mobile devices? Is it actually doing the 3D? Yeah. We got a biography of A-Rod. Card number also not eligible. Then we've got an Upper Deck Supreme of The Kutch. Also not an eligible number. Alright, and we're going to pretend that this next card is a hit. First hit pulled is Derek Jeter. So, since we've got a hit pulled now, we're going to take a break in the action. We're going to pause a little bit here. We're going to make sure to see if anyone has a BoBuBingo. We're going to give you an opportunity, about a minute or so, to call out your BoBuBingo. You could have called it beforehand, but if you don't do it now, then your sequence of numbers that won that BoBuBingo will no longer be eligible. Now, how am I going to know that? I'm going to look at my little sheet. I'm going to see that someone has won. Now, when gameplay resumes and no one has called a BoBuBingo, but I see that someone has won a BoBuBingo, I'm going to make it known to the room that a BoBuBingo was won and not claimed. I'm not going to point out who it was. I'm not going to make someone feel like a complete ass, at least not on purpose. But just know that if you don't claim your BoBuBingo, by the time I start the game back up, unfortunately you cannot win a BoBuBingo. So that means this hit is still out there. Alright. We're going to move along now. We've got George Coteras, who in the last video, and you won't see that, I called Joge for some reason. The Summer of Joge, 99. All Seinfeld jokes are copyrighted and property of Larry David. The Summer of Joge. Chris Young, number 414. Lance Boykman, Mr. Lance Boykman, 229. Willie Harris is 530. Delman Young, 307, also a red number card. Oh, what's that? Someone is calling not just a regular BoBuBingo, but a red number BoBuBingo. Well, let's take a second here to confirm that. Yes, indeed, you won yourself a red number BoBuBingo. So, if you remember, you get your choice of 2 hits or to pass. But here's the scenario. We only have 1 hit pulled so far. So you have the option of taking that hit and the next one that I pull, or passing completely. Now obviously if you won 2 hits, you probably would want to take it. But you still can pass if you want to, take a chance that you'll win another red number BoBuBingo later, or that your team slide comes up with something that's mega huge and that no one else snipes it from you. So tell me, Mr. Red Number BoBuBingo winner, what is your choice? You're going to take both hits. Very good. So you get the Jeter. You also get the next hit pulled. Very good. Now, since that person has those hits, the game still continues, right? That means their hits can still be sniped. That's how the game works. That's part of the fun. So, moving along. Next ballpark. And I'm looking at this card and I keep laughing to myself because of what happened in the video before. This is a Chicago ballpark, and for some reason, and no, it's not Wrigley Field, for some reason I called this Comerica Park. Yeah, I said Comerica Park. Hide myself in shame. I'm a fan of a team in the American League Central Division. You'd think I would know the name of friggin' U.S. Cellular Field, right? I mean, hell, I know the Royals Stadium is called Kauffman Stadium. Yeah, I know they just had the All-Star game there. Everybody knows it's called Kauffman Stadium. But come on. I feel like such an idiot. So, U.S. Cellular Stadium. There you go. Team checklist is 591. Then we have Chris Young, who is 41. What's that? Someone's calling a bingo. Someone just called a bingo. Let's stop and confirm. Alright, you just won a bingo. So, your choice is to either take the 1 hit that's out there, or to pass. You cannot defer because you only get 1. You can't take the hit that hasn't been pulled yet just because the red number BoBuBingo person was able to. They're promised 2 hits. They get that hit. So it's either now or never. Take your hit or leave. You're going to take the Jeter. Well, that Jeter is now yours. It went from the red number BoBuBingo person to the person that just won bingo. That's how that's going to work. Now the person with the red number BoBuBingo still gets the next hit pulled. For now. So Game continues. Brandon Moss. 392. Hideki Okajima is 101. Everth Cabrera. 412. I don't know why I said it like that. I like to trill. Todd Helton. 188. Mr. Johan Santana. 333. Dougie Davis. Do the Dougie Davis. 52. Mr. J-Roll. Jamie Rollins. 380. Then we've got a biography of Prince Fielder. Card number not eligible. Oh, and we're gonna pull our next hit. Gameplay. Oops. Gameplay is gonna pause for just a moment to see if anyone else has a bingo to claim. I'm gonna check my numbers. Nope, we're all good. We're all clear. No one has won bingo. However, the red number bingo gets the next hit, regardless of what it is. That's what they chose to do. And the pretend hit is celebrity predictions of John Mayer, or is it Meyer, and Jennifer Aniston. Congratulations! Alright, so gameplay is resumed. Next card is the Uke Monster. Kevin Youkilis, my wife's absolute favorite player ever. 95. Yeah, like my wife's gonna make it 17 minutes into this video to even catch that. Then we've got Edgar Gonzalez. Card number 410. Wesley Wright is so Wesley wrong. 232. David Priceline Negotiator. No, I'm not going to go all bourbon on you and give everyone a nickname, although I could. 491. Mr. Dougie Minkiewicz, another former Twin. 276. And a team checklist of the Barves. I think that's Dave that taught me how to say Barves. I think so. It is 572. We got Mr. National League MVP Ryan Braun. 291. And another ballpark. Well, how about that? It's the other one from Chicago. Oh, what is it? What is it? Think of the name of that one. It's now don't tell me. Don't tell me. I can get this. Is it Double Mint Yards? No. Hubba Bubba Fields? No. It's... I know, it's Wrigley Field. Duh. Sorry, Chicago. 545 is that one. Comerica. What the hell? Did I even get the right division? Comerica. John Hester. Don't believe he's related to Devin Hester. 3131. David Wright. But you're so David wrong. See, it's the second time I made that joke. 323. Superstar Ricky Madison Bumgarner is card number 440. Oh, someone is calling a full card bingo. We've only pulled 2 hits. Well, guess what, buddy? Since you won the full card bingo, you get all of the hits pulled, even the ones that aren't pulled yet. So you get the 2 that are out there right now, and the other ones that are still coming in. Now, don't freak out. Even though the Allen & Ginter box says there's only 3 hits in a box, they might not be counting certain cards as hits that I'm counting as hits. So just go to the BoBuBingo tab up top to check out what I'm considering hits. And who knows, I could have 10 hits in a box, I could have 3 like I said. So, but the guy that wins the full BoBuBingo card wins all the hits, so the 2 that are pulled, and the rest that I will pull. But game's not over yet. No, don't freak out, don't give up. Other people might be able to win more hits. Now, how is that possible if this guy over here already has all the hits? Continue, shall we? We've got Rob Johnson of 3 Doors Down, I believe. Is that the same guy? 457. I thought it would be really cool to be in a semi-famous band that some people have heard of, to have a semi-famous solo career, to have a semi-famous duet song with a very famous Latin guitarist, Carlos Santana, anybody? Also a baseball player. Wow. You guys deserve to be millionaires if you're... You got Doug Slayton, number 48. Now, if the overthinker has made it 21 minutes into this video, I'm sure she's not laughing at my jokes, but she's rolling her eyes and laughing that I'm mean. We've got Trevor Cahill, 371. Angel Pinto, wonder if he knows Nick Punto, 220, 220. Jesse Litch is 525. Then we've got a biography card of Luis Durango, and obviously his card number is not eligible in this game. And we've got ourselves Anthony Swarzak, 321. Miguel Montero, 46. Joey Devine, sounds like an ECW wrestler, 369. Kind of sounds like an ECW wrestler's finishing move. Freddy Garcia, 136. We got Michael Saunders, 448. And there's Clint Barmas, who was 183. And Justin Upton, number 42. And now we're going to pretend that we're pulling another hit. We've got Kasuke Fukudome, number 110. Just pretending that this is a hit. So we're going to check to see if anyone's won a BoBuBingo. Oh, someone's calling a red number BoBuBingo. So they get 2 hits of their choice. So they get 2 hits, either 2 hits from the guy, or they can choose 1 hit from the guy with the full card BoBuBingo and take the Kasuke Fukudome that I just pulled, or they can pass. Totally up to you. If you're happy with what you have, and you wouldn't be very happy, taking hits that you aren't interested in, go ahead and pass. Me, I would take the 2 hits. I would take, 1 from that guy, and I'd take the Kasuke Fukudome. It's up to you. But just remember, if you pass, you can't take any hits after that. Oh, but you know what? Don't worry, there's still 1 more card. So those of you who haven't gotten a bingo yet, don't give up. There's still 1 card left. You could still snipe from this other guy. So here's what's going to happen, though. The person that just won the red number BoBuBingo is, instead of taking 1 card from the full card guy and the Kasuke Fukudome, he's going to take both Kasuke Fukudome, or both Kasuke Fukudomes, both hits that the full card BoBuBingo guy has in his possession. That means that automatically, since the full card BoBuBingo guy gets all the hits, he now takes into possession the hit that I just pulled, since that one wasn't claimed. So that's a scenario that could happen. All right, so full card BoBuBingo guy still has one hit, and the last person in the room will win our red number BoBuBingo also has a hit. And now the final card. This is it. It's a ballpark card of Angel Stadium in Anaheim, not Los Angeles. Card number 554. Someone is claiming a bingo. Well, that means you get a hit of your choice. All the hits have all been pulled. They've all been claimed by somebody. So you can either snipe from somebody, or you can say no thanks. You're going to take that Kosuke Fukudome from the guy with the full card BoBuBingo. Holy cow. Well, that means the guy that won all the hits is leaving with no hits. Hey, it's possible. It's a scenario that could happen. So I just want to make sure that all my players are all prepared for the scenarios that could come up. So after the game's over, I'll have everything piled together, and I'll get all your cards shipped out. I've got everyone's addresses. Thank you, everybody, for sending me your addresses and for paying promptly. Much appreciated. So, and then you'll get your cards shortly thereafter. Now, I will leave it up to you whether or not you want to trade your own cards around. We won't do that during the game. So if you want to swap hits with someone outside of the game, that's up to you. You'll have to do that outside of the game. We'll just leave the game where it is after all the cards are pulled and called. So if you have any questions that aren't answered in the FAQ or the how to play or in the rules, or you can't find them anywhere else, please feel free to leave a comment asking a question. I'm making it seem like it's this long drawn-out process. It's probably going to take, I'd say, a couple of hours at the longest to do the whole thing. But it's pretty simple. I call numbers. You check to see if you want a bingo. If you've won a bingo, you call it. You either claim a hit that's been pulled. If there are no hits that have been pulled yet, you can claim the next hit pulled, or you can pass. Simple as that. If there are hits pulled and you win a bingo, you get your choice of any hit that's pulled. And then you can't say, oh, I want the next hit pulled. The only time you can say I want the next hit pulled is if there aren't any pulled. Or you can pass. So it's either you take a hit or you pass. If you win full card, you get all the hits even if they're not pulled. And I highly suggest not passing on that. If someone has a full card bingo and then you win a bingo, you can take one of their hits. Same with red card BoBuBingo. If you win after someone has won full card BoBuBingo, you can take two of their hits. If I've pulled any hits after that, you can take, one of their hits and one of the hits that have been pulled. It's pretty simple. It should be pretty fun. Either take a hit or pass. That's basically all there is to it. Take your hit or pass. It really sounds like we're doing something else other than playing bingo right now, I just realized. We're not doing that. No. You do that on your own. Have fun with that. You guys are terrible people. But I love you anyway. You're my little wax crackers, and thanks for joining me on my very belated 2010 Upper Deck break. These were fresh packs before I did the video. Sorry, they weren't fresh this time. For those of you who are just watching for the break, hope you enjoyed it. These obviously I don't believe were hobby packs, or else I think I would have gotten some better variation here. But like I said, these will probably be going up in the Take My Card section, so keep your eye on that. So for those of you joining for BoBuBingo, see you next Wednesday. And don't forget to print out your bingo cards and bring them along with. We will see you live via video and chat for that. So until then, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching. See you later.